Hey guys, welcome to another tier list, and welcome to my video game tier list for the Zelda games. My Zelda tier ranking. You all know how tier list goes. S is the best, F is the worst, and these are all the Zelda games I have played. And I know it's a little lazy of me because I haven't played all the Zelda games, and there's 10 Zelda games here. Let me see, yeah, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. I can't count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 Zelda games here. I could have easily made a top 10 list and put like one as an honorable mention, or I could have just done a ranking. But I love tier lists. I've been doing a lot of these. Oops, take that out. I've been doing a lot of these, and yeah, I'm on a Zelda kick right now. I've been playing a couple Zelda games lately on some like old school consoles. I haven't played every Zelda game. I eventually want to play all like the big Zelda games. These are all like the mainline Zelda games, so there's that. So let's get to it. This is all of them in order if they came out, so let's get to it. First Zelda game. Well, it's the landmark. It's the one that brought it. It's good. It's super pretty outdated now, but it's fun. It brought the characters of Zelda, Princess Zelda, and Link, and the world, and it's an old school Nintendo game, but it still is not bad. There's good stuff I like in it. There's funny humor in it, and it really has that great nostalgic feel, that nostalgic video game feel, and I enjoy it. I actually went back to it months ago, and it's fun. It's super old and dated, but it's still fun. Zelda 2 is not that fun. I don't like the side scroller kind of thing you got to do. It doesn't feel like a Zelda game really. It just feels like a weird sci-fi game or like even like a crappy Mega Man game. I fucking did not like it. I've never even finished the game. It's just to me it's not great. There's some stuff that's kind of creative, but no. A Link to the Past, though. Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo is fantastic. This is what like kind of kicked off like making the Zelda games like so much bigger and broader and stuff, and a lot of the materials and weapons and cool choices that are in this game are all added into the later Zelda games. And I think it's very groundbreaking. And I think it actually has a fun little story. As it's not like the most compelling story, but it's good. I really enjoy A Link to the Past, and I think it's like the one that really put Zelda on the map. That and Ocarina of Time, which is also a solid game. Ocarina of Time is a lot bigger, bolder, darker game. It's really cool. Great puzzles. It's good story. The look of it is awesome. There are things that are a little glitchy, and there are things that don't fully work, but it's a good game. It's a damn great game. Majora's Mask, though, I find just okay. There's a big fan base for Majora's Mask. I don't like the puzzles. I'm not fully invested in the story. There's cool things in it. There's cool side stuff that I like, but definitely a middle of the road Zelda game. Wind Waker, though, that's fun. That's a fun game. It's like Sea of Thieves before Sea of Thieves even existed. It's like a lot of going around the ship, doing treasure hunting, and it's like a very pirate-esque game. It's really cool, actually. Um, there's some fighting things I wish were a little more tighter, but it's fucking great. It's fun. Like if you like games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or like a Sea of Thieves, yeah, Wind Waker's a game you'll enjoy. Twilight Princess is S tier. This is like the most like epic Zelda game. It's darker. It's got probably the best story out of all the Zelda games, easily. It's got great side quests, great dungeons, great puzzles, great game mechanics. It's bold, it's creative, it's amazing. Just yeah, Twilight Princess is just incredibly good. And then there's Skyward Sword, which is incredibly average. Skyward Sword, visually it's great, the worlds are great. I hate the puzzles. I hate a lot of aspects of the story. I love Link in it, but there's just so many things that are just very frustrating with the game. It's a divisive game and a polarizing game for a reason, and I'm right there in the middle. Then there's A Link Between Worlds, which is almost kind of like a spiritual sequel remake to A Link to the Past. It's very much like A Link to the Past, but better visuals, better world building, and stuff like that. Super fun game, super great game. If you love A Link to the Past, if you love A Link to the Past, you'll love A Link Between Worlds. Then there's Breath of the Wild, which is the best Zelda game ever made. I think Twilight Princess is the best story, but Breath of the Wild has the best gameplay, best visuals, best world, best everything else. Like Twilight Princess, again, best story. This is just the best game. This game, Breath of the Wild, is not only just like the best Zelda game and a perfect Zelda game, but it's a like perfect video game in general, perfect RPG, perfect everything. This game created new Zelda fans. Like Zelda almost because from like the new generation, Zelda was like this like kind of like old school game generation, and Breath of the Wild created new Zelda fans and brought me back to being a Zelda fan. Like I grew up with Zelda, and I played like the first like four Zelda games on like Nintendo and all that shit. Like, but because I played Breath of the Wild, I got to play all the Zelda games I missed throughout the years, like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and A Link Between Worlds, and I thank Breath of the Wild for getting me back to being a Zelda fan because Zelda is a great franchise. Like, there's no F in the Zelda franchise. And Link's Awakening, the remake, I never played the original actually, but I have played the remake, and the remake is a fucking blast to play. So fun, so cartoony, so silly, so funny, but so entertaining, so enjoyable, so just you get lost into the world and lost in the gameplay. Just an absolute blast to play. So yeah, Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess are the best. For the A tier, I'm gonna Ocarina of Time would have to be in there with Link's Awakening, and then Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds. These are all incredible games, incredible games. And then I'll put Wind Waker, and then for Zelda, both solid. They have their issues, they do, but solid. And both again have issues too. I still say they're worth playing. Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask are very well worth playing, but there are a lot of issues, and there's a reason they're pretty divisive. Zelda 2 is not great, but there's moments that are creative and enjoyable, but I don't think it's a very good Zelda game. I haven't played any F tiers. I know there's a lot of like these side ones, like these Game Boy Advance ones. I just never played them, never had any interests, but yeah, I'm excited to explore more Zelda and can't wait for the new Breath of the Wild. So yeah, this is my tier ranking for all the Zelda games I've personally played. So let me know in the comment section below. Please tell me, do you agree with my tier list? If not, give me your favorite and least favorite Zelda video game. Let me know. Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.